Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I did fish a little bit in between this episode and the last, but really not much, only about a level's worth, so couldn't have been more than 5-10 minutes worth of fishing. But I'll probably do a big bit of fishing in between this episode and the next one for anybody curious. But anyway, as fishing aside, we're not going to focus on that too much in this episode. What we're going to be doing is seeing that I have the Nether available to me now, and I have it open and ready to go into. I think what I might do is get ourselves a little more protected in the Nether. So what that means is, let's take a look real quick inside of our Nether portal. Um, let's see what we got going on in here and what kind of space we're working with right where our portal's at. I know we're floating in the air. Not the most ideal thing for safety anyway, but it's not too crazy. So we have a bit of space here. We got all these holes here, and we're right next to the edge. So what I'm gonna do is thinking of making like a little fortress type thing. Not really a fortress, I mean, it's a fortress for us, but it's gonna be like a small little castle kind of little area right here. From there, have a wall over, and then I think we have a wall up above us. Let me just take a peek real quick and see what we're working with. Oh, I thought I just made him mad, and then I almost did make him mad again. I want to see what kind of area we're working with up here. Like, we don't have too much of a threat in this biome with the pig guys aren't here, or the hogs, I should say, are not here. The pigmen don't really hang out here either, but they're close by. So it's not too much of a threatening area, but I mainly want to have ourselves a good wall to keep ghasts out of vision, and we can fill in all the holes and stuff, and then give us a place to put things. Now that's going to include breaking down all these trees and getting some blackstone is what I'm thinking of using, considering it's a nether block, and I thought it makes sense to use, mixed with maybe some netherrack. I don't really use netherrack for much, so I feel like we should use nether materials. Now I don't know where a basalt biome is, but that would have an abundance of blackstone, for what I remember, either underground or on the surface. I think there's quite a bit. So we might have to find one of those biomes, or maybe we'll get lucky. If we dig down deep enough, maybe you can come across some pockets. I'm really not sure. I don't see any around here. But I need to grab a hoe because it's going to involve breaking all this stuff, and I think the hoe is the thing that makes... Hello. Is what makes the tree... I don't know what they're called. It's like fungus blocks or something like that. I'm pretty sure the hoe is the thing that makes it so that that goes quickly. So we'll go ahead and do a diamond hoe. Don't too often make one of those, but it's there. And I think that's all I'm going to do right now. I mean, we could test our luck with like maybe some efficiency, but let's see how fast this is first before we bother. Should be relatively quick, hopefully. Let's see. It's not too bad. Maybe I should try my hand at some efficiency. I don't know how fast it's going to break either. Like, it's not crazy quick. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see what the table's gonna get. The enchantment table is gonna give us for this. For the hoe anyway. When we put it in, we'll see what kind of things come up here. Hopefully, it's not on breaking 3 because we've had terrible luck when it comes to that. I don't really need to use him yet in the Nether either. I feel like we're not gonna be able to use this guy for anything until we start getting like some big builds. And with the style of this Let's Play, when we do eventually get into big builds, they'll probably be broken up into pieces because with mostly unedited kind of videos here, I'm not going to be able to do like a castle or anything with like in just one video. I mean, it would take like, I don't know, 6 hours or whatever it would take for a big castle or more. So yeah, some breaking 3. We got efficiency 2 here. Not a bad option. I wonder if I put a couple of these up if it changes. Nope, still in breaking 3, but it's probably even less. So I take efficiency 2. I feel like it's not gonna be that much better, but if we try to go for breaking 3, it might not give us anything anyway. I guess just why not, right? Screw it. Efficiency 2 and breaking 2. It could be worse. We'll do that so we can tear through all that, because I got to clear that area first before we can build anything anyway. And I'd rather do blackstone because I feel like it might be easier to get than having to go all the way down in our mine to get deep slate. I mean, if we have to use deep slate, it's probably the next best thing. And we're going to clean up the area a little bit to get netherrack. So I don't want it to be full netherrack. I was hoping for like a dark castle walls. I don't know how fancy I'm going to be able to make them looking, but mainly for protection, honestly. Maybe have a couple towers on the corners. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a little bit quicker. Nothing crazy. We don't need to completely get rid of the ones that are on like the side like this. And I guess I'll take those shroom lights because that's not really a bad lighting block. We don't need to have windows going, but I could think already of something I want to put for like the little holes that you're going to put on the walls to make them a little more decorative. And maybe we'll use blue, like the blue wood for like some accents on like for fencing or something. I don't use blue wood too often. It might not be a bad idea. I kind of wish that these things went away. But we'll have to go up there and deal with all of them. So, I feel like it's probably best for us to find the blackstone, get an abundance of it, and then come back and clear this out. Like, we don't need to get rid of every single one of these. I guess I wouldn't really mind having our area having a few of them. And what is this called? Yeah, warp block. Okay, it's not a fungus block. It's a warp block. So let me go down here. If I put this on the ground, how does this look? Not bad. It kind of fits. I have to remember not to dig down anywhere. Actually, this is actually a good block to have. Cover those holes, because then if I do try to dig, that kind of blends in really well too. Then with like a pickaxe or something, it won't tear through like it will with those. Yeah, let's do that. We'll get rid of this lava. Is that coming out of a tree? No, it's coming from up here. Okay, we'll have to get rid of that too. But blackstone. Dang. Yeah, we're gonna have to find one of those biomes. Now, I went this way in the last episode to look for a fortress, and I ended up coming back. Oh, God. Yeah, I need to get my gold boots, which I don't have on me. I'm gonna be running around here. Can I avoid you guys? Hello? I don't remember where I dug, though. Or if I even ran into anything. I think I dug through, like, right over here. Everybody, I'm not really threatened by you too much. Say that and then I'm gonna die. Alright, cool. Yeah, let's see. So yeah, I ran across this. Okay. Let's see if maybe I did come across some blackstone. I don't think so, but I might have come across an area that would show us some of the biome that I'm looking for to get the blackstone. Gotta be careful here. Let's see. Do I see any? No. But we may be able to see some in area down the ways. Let's see. Nothing here. And I know this opens up to nether wastes. So not what we're looking for, but there's got to be some kind of a connection. Like that's the... Dang, okay, there's got to be one of these biomes somewhere. Or at least some blackstone. I feel like it... I didn't think it was exclusive to those biomes. But it might be. I'm not seeing any of it anywhere. Dang, okay. Okay. Can dig my way, because I don't remember seeing any of it at all, to be honest. So I don't think it's going to even be over here. But I wasn't looking for it, so it might be. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute, energy distance. Oh god, it's maxed. I don't think it needs to be like super low, but it doesn't make much of a difference in here. Did I see anything? I don't want to get too close over there because there's pig dudes. No. Okay. I might have to go with some deep slate. I don't want to have to run all over the nether here looking for blackstone. It is a pretty dark block anyway. So it might not even be the best thing to use because you might not be able to tell what's going on. Just dig through here a little bit. Maybe we can come across a pocket of it, or the biome I'm looking for would be really nice. Anything? If I don't see it in this area, I'm gonna go back and we can just get some deep slate, or just think of using a different block. Just take a peek for anything that's open, just in case. I want to write it off completely. A guy here. There's a big opening up here, so if I don't see it here, it's not going to happen. And I'm definitely not seeing that biome. Okay. I don't like basalt anyway, to be honest, but normally I have no problem coming across it. But now that I'm looking for one, of course, I'm not gonna find it. So let's head back, and I guess I'll go get some deep slate. Probably the next best option. We can use that to, with like the stone cutter, maybe get like a cool block that we can use for like the base. Like, I mean, I guess blackstone might have been a little more piglin-y than I want to go anyway. So probably for the best. We'll just go dig up a bunch of that, which I'm not going to waste your guys' time on watching me walk all the way back or anything. All right, now we can head over to our cave, and deep slate's pretty readily available down there, like, because it leads directly down to where deep slate starts, so we don't really have to go to the dangerous areas to get anything, so that's good. Yeah, so we should be all right. I was kind of worried about going in there and just like digging around and not paying attention, or like turning my brain off while I kind of dig for deep slate in like cave part, but I think we should be good because I think there's some that is like right in the sun spot, so I'll have to keep my brain on at least a little bit while I do this, and hopefully everything will be okay. This is where I should have a shield and stuff, but if I lose this world to having no shield, I think I might be okay with that. And even if people don't like that, I'm sorry, but I think I might be okay with it. Hello? What the frick? Lost a villager out here? What are you doing, dude? I can trade. Well, I wouldn't. That's a terrible trade. What do they offer? I'll have to look into fishermen. See if it's something worth upgrading. I don't really know what they offer for like max trades or anything like that. Yeah, so I have some deep slate right here, and right there actually is a good spot to get some because it's pretty well lit up, and I think it might be enclosed enough to potentially maybe feel comfortable. How did I get down there? What the heck? Did I just hop down there? Is there like a way down? What? I see some torches down there, which means I went down there for something. Through here? No, it's definitely not through here. What the frick? Hold on a sec. Over here. Probably the best way to go. Yeah, here we go. All right, cool. So this is like open enough, I think. No, it isn't. But we can corner ourselves and feel mildly comfortable. There we go. Good. Okay, maybe not. There's stuff spawning everywhere. Yeah, that might not be... Yeah, that might not be it. Here? Yeah, maybe over here. Yeah. Okay, we'll go over here. I'll have to watch out for creepers anyway, but not too bad, to be honest. Just mine out. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I don't think I need an insane amount because it's just going to be a wall from like the Nether mountainside to the other Nether mountainside. It would probably only be maybe 4 or 5 blocks high. And maybe I'll just get 4 or 5 stacks. I think that might be pretty good. So let me grab 4 or 5 stacks real quick. And I can't imagine, or maybe if I do a couple of towers in the corner. It's not going to be like a super fancy thing, to be honest. Let me grab like 8 stacks just so I can feel comfortable that I don't need to come back. And then, of course, I'll probably end up needing more, but we'll see. Grab 8 stacks real quick. and see if we're good on that. I just hit F12. Hopefully that didn't mess anything up. I did not mean to do that. All right, we got 9 stacks actually in this big hole here that we created. That's all right. We'll probably come back here for more stuff because it's a pretty safe spot. I didn't have anything come and bother me. Let me pick up this gold real quick. I think I have fortune on. No, this isn't my fortune. I thought I had fortune pick. What? I could have sworn I had a fortune pick. Okay, well that's a little annoying. How did I get 30-something diamonds? I must have had a really good cave. I cannot believe that. Well, we need to get fortune on a pick if we don't already have one hidden somewhere. But I'll grab this gold anyway because it'll help with trading with those guys when it comes time. And it's all right here, so we might as well. We can bring that up with us. I should probably sleep first if I can. I can, there we go. And then we'll go up and get started on tearing through all of the warped wood trees. Warped fungus tree things. And I'm just going to build up here real quick. A little quicker than trying to find our other way out. Oh, hello, sir. Goodbye. I'll see you later, buddy. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, we're going to run up here. I'm going to grab the stone cutter because I'm not going to use these blocks like this. I'll probably end up needing some bricks or tiles or something like that. Is most likely what I'm going to use for my building for the wall anyway. And then we'll see what we feel about the shroom lights behind some wood. Wow, warp. No, wait, what is it? What's the shroom light? I think it's called. I think. Because there's frog lights and there's. I think it's called a shroom light. I don't have one on me now, but well, we're gonna get some when we get through there. So I might do some like for like little windows kind of look or like a design in the wall. I might do like a shroom light with some warped wood fence or whatever. I'm gonna learn the names of these things as I do this. I always mixed up like because it's technically I don't think they call it like a log. I think they call it a fungus or something like that. Stem maybe. I'll take a peek actually when we get in there. I need to get these terminologies right if I'm gonna be living in the Nether. Even though I won't be living in the Nether, this is just gonna be our little like safety area to have around our portal. It might not even have to have anything fancy at first because it's kind of going to be used for like storage and just keeping us safe when we enter the Nether and load into it instead of potentially being exposed to like a ghast or anything like that that is going to be looking at us when we enter, and light it up and keep it pretty protected for us. So yeah, let's get this thing. What am I feeling? Hold on. So I think most likely the tiles is not bad. I might prefer that. We're going to take this with us, and then we'll use it as we go, because I might want to do the bottom, is that like weird square block. I don't even, kind of looks like a face, sort of. You'll see in a minute when we get in here. I might use that as like the base block. And like I said, there'll only be maybe 4 or 5 blocks high, this wall here. And I might as well go ahead and outline it and get rid of this lava here real quick. Let's do that, actually. First things first, let's get rid of this. And I'll outline it, try to do all the things we can do before we have to go through the mind-numbing thing that I'm going to skip is getting rid of these trees here. I may include a flashback footage for that because I don't usually edit these, but I'm going to cut it out anyway. So I might do some flashback footage on getting rid of all of this stuff because I think it's going to be satisfying to see, but it's going to be annoying to watch in slow motion. So yeah, I'm going to outline real quick. We'll get rid of this one since we already have it. It's kind of in our way. I'll get a good outline on our wall once I get this chopped down. And we're going to light up this whole area. Have like some kind of a castle gate, sort of. Even though, like I said, this isn't really a castle. It's going to look more like maybe an outpost or something. You know, just having the walls. And we don't really need to protect the side with the thing on it because I don't think we're going to have too many problems. What I might do is have like an extension, like let's say up here, extend it out a few blocks and put a fence on the end so nothing can like jump over inside of our area. But we'll see if I'm worried about it when we get done. So we'll go ahead and drop this. All right, and then we'll get some of these. I think I might want to use these. I'll only get a few because I'm not sure yet. Let's get the rest of these and see. So we'll do, let's say from here. I guess I could do like this because I just want it to be. So let's say we'll do this. And this. Yeah, I think that's a good combo. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to do half a stack just so I don't waste. Not sure. We might have to actually go back for more deep slate, unfortunately, because this may be a little bit more of a distance. I was kind of going off the fact that maybe we would use 64 blocks to get around here. And then if it's 4 or 5 high, we'd only need 4 or 5. But it looks like, man, that might not be too far off of the actual numbers. Let's see. Yeah, we only need a few more to get to like that tree. Yeah, you know what? We might be okay. We'll see. We'll see. Not gonna run back for no reason, of course. So get that. See what we got here. I can go off a little bit because it's covering us anyway. Say like that. And I kind of like this being right in the corner. Oh yeah, what's this called? Yeah, warped stems. They call them stems. Okay. I don't know if I need any more of this, but I'll go ahead and put it. Let's make ourselves a chest real quick. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, I'll make a chest. I'm definitely holding on to some things I don't need here, but I can put in there. But we're gonna need this for like this kind of thing because I might end up using that for something later. Throw those in there because I don't need them right now. Okay, so then yeah, let's do the wall here. So I'm feeling. We kind of just gauge what I'm feeling for height here. I'll try 4 and see how this looks. I think that's 4, right? Yeah, that's 4, but it'll be 5 high with the bottom block, so not too bad. Let me take a peek. I need to eat. I don't know what I'm doing here. And then what I was thinking is maybe for each... I don't know how this is going to look. These shorter ones, it's not going to work so much, but I think we're going to have a gate like right here. Like right there in that corner. So we'll open that up. And then what I'm thinking here is we do, let's say 2 from here. 2 from the edge. Do something like this. And see if I can get myself some tiled stairs, which I'm pretty sure is a thing. I use these blocks a lot, so you think I'd remember, but I don't. The tiled stairs. Yeah, we'll get a couple of these, see what that looks like. I don't have any shroom lights to put behind this yet, unfortunately, but we can get some. And then we'll put shroom lights behind that. And the problem we might have here, I don't know if I need the fence. I might not use the fence. Might not use the fence, but we'll see, because it doesn't work. I like the way the stairs are here, but it won't work with the fence thing, so we'll just have to see how we go about doing that. And then, so I'm going to do that for every one of these. So let's say for this one, I'll do like that. Any of them that are big enough, as I go up to 2 high and then the thing. So we'll do 2 high here. And then extend in 1, I think, like that. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do for all of this stuff. So go like this, 2 high, extend in 1, and then go like that. And that's kind of how that's going to look. Not too bad. That's terrible. Oh, well, actually, we're going to use the stairs. That might not look bad with the stairs. Let me take a peek real quick. And for this as well. Go ahead and use the stairs. Get the stairs here real quick. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, that's not so bad. Not so bad. Doesn't look like the same thing, but it's definitely not too bad there. Maybe even throw like a slab in there. I don't know. We'll see. I'll go ahead and make a bunch more of these because I need them anyway. Try a few more stairs here. And then let's see about a couple slabs maybe. Let's see, throw a slab there. Not too shabby. Yeah, that looks fine. That's good. Okay. And then we don't need that there probably, but let's go ahead and throw. Bam. Nope, that's not how that was supposed to go at all. Okay. Like that. And we'll see what that looks like. And then this one is going to be too small to throw anything on the side, and we're going to have the gate right here. So we'll go ahead and fill this all the way in. And we'll do the same thing for this corner. Is that all the way up? No. One more. And then for here, nope, that's actually, we'll just do the one. And how's that going to go? I have the stairs, so bam. And bam. I think that's right. And we're going to drop down one here. I have to get rid of all of this, of course, but I just kind of want to map out how this stuff's going to go. So we'll do 2, 2. Is that right? Yeah, and that'll be another one. So hopefully we get enough shroom lights out of this. I don't even know if we will, because we're going to be using quite a bit. Like we have, how many here? One, what is this? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need like 15 here, 9 here, 12 here. Yeah, we need quite a bit, so we might have to actually go get some. And we'll see, though. As for this here, I think let's try some little... let's do something like this, potentially. Actually, didn't even need this many. This is the first time I don't think I need... I mean, we can always add if we need to. And maybe want to do like a fence or something on the corner there, not make it look so sharp. Get a few more. Bam, and bam. Yeah, that looks a little bit better for the top of this thing. And so for the door, what am I doing here for the door? Let's go ahead and continue with the fence real quick. Or the fence. It's like a, not really called a fence. Do like that. And maybe I have more of these. I do. I don't really want it to be like a door, but not really sure what else to do here. No, that's not gonna, that doesn't look good at all. No, 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 no. Nope. Gotta be protected, though. I mean, a fence might just work. I don't know. We'll experiment a little bit and see what's gonna work here. As far as, like, protection, I guess. Why does that look so wrong? Like, is it because this needs to go... No, that's not... This is not gonna look right, period. Like, what's going on here? How do I do this? That's the only way to do it. Why does it look so wrong? I guess that's kind of how the wall goes. So we can't really extend that at all. I suppose it doesn't necessarily need to keep anything out. I don't think so. It's mainly for like gas and stuff and like not falling off of anything. We'll mess around with this, the front gate, but I'm not going to bother with it right now. We have to clear all this crap out. Put in all these shroom lights. First thing, actually, before I do that, is let me just clear out this one area. You guys can see me do this because it's just going to be the one little spot here. That's kind of impeding on me finishing what I'm doing for the wall. And then I'm forgetting to kind of design the top of the walls as well. I'll kind of do like a little castle spike situation. A little classic castle top for the wall. Hopefully that'll look good. Nothing crazy though. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. The Nether outpost. We're here to protect, you know. Doesn't have to be insane. Though, I might make it a little spiky. I might have an idea to make it a little spiky. With throwing some, like, iron gates or something. Might make it look pretty good. So yeah, then this can just be filled in. It's too small to do anything with. Here's the top of this thing. So, doop. And do I have any more stairs? I do. So, I believe stair, and that goes all the way. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now for the top of this. I almost looked at him. Let me see real quick about getting a few more. Let me dump off some stuff here. Let's do... I might need that. I'm trying to think of the best way of doing this. I don't know how... Man, I don't know. Let me just experiment with something real quick. So we're going to go ahead and get some of these because I think I'll need them anyway. I don't know if I have enough iron is the problem. But we're not super far from any iron. We can always go get some. So let's say I do this and this. Now that needs to be... I need some dark... Might even need to use some spruce here. Because it needs to kind of blend with these. Let me see about using some spruce. I can always go back up and get some. See what this looks like. I wasn't going to use spruce, but it just works with everything. The only other thing I think I could use is like some dark oak, but I don't have any. This needs to be really gradual is the problem. I'll throw that up there like that. It doesn't really blend. Might need some dark oak. Because the problem here is that I need... Or... let me see what the netherrack looks like. Let's see what the netherrack fence looks like real quick. Because I want to have it kind of... That to be in the middle as well. So... If I have netherrack I can smelt. I know I do at the house. Let me run back here real quick. We'll grab some netherrack and smelt that down. Get some fences. I haven't actually made... netherrack fences in quite a while. I don't even know the difference between that and a wall, because I know you can do the netherrack walls as well. Which might be something that we need to do. Sleep real quick before we get murdered. Trying to get this done. Go. This is turning out a little bit better than I thought it was going to. I wasn't sure exactly what I was doing when I started, so... Not too shabby. So let's go ahead and smelt down this here. Glad I got this stuff going. Don't know where to put it. Goodness. Or I think next episode I might have to work on like a storage shed or something. Storage building of some kind. Because that is not it the way we got going right now. Okay, let's just do like this. And that. And how do I make netherrack fence? Nope. Well, actually, yeah, I can, but it's not going to show up. If I do netherrack, can I use a stone cutter? Let's take a peek. I wish I brought the stone cutter with me now. What's this? Okay, that ain't it. Can't be like a fence in the middle, right? Hold on, let me see. Let me see with the stone cutter if it lets me do this. I just saw another netherrack fence. So it literally might be just sticks in the middle. That might be the way to do it. But if it lets me do it in the stone cutter, it's probably better to do it that way. Ouch. I hit myself in the head. Got a video play. No. Oh my god, there's a video playing right now. Alright. Okay, it's cool. So I think we have to do the fence thing. You get out of here. You're not supposed to be here. This is not your spot, dude. This is my home. Okay, I thought I pissed that dude off. Okay, so yeah, we need to do that. Let me smelt all this stuff real quick, and I will come back when I get some fences, because I might not actually use these. They might not look good, but I think it's dark enough And the color kind of goes with what I'm trying to go for here enough that it should be okay. All right, before I continue, let me make sure that I like this. So the recipe is actually a little weird. So it's like that, which is strange. So I'm going to test out a design here real quick. I'm trying to think in my head how I can make this like vary but also look good. And I'm not positive if I land on anything specific. So don't want to waste time or resources. So we're going to go ahead and just try it out real quick and make sure this is what we're going with before we do. And the inside of the wall might look a little bit awkward with the shroom light stuff, but we do have extra deep slate if we need to go ahead and kind of match the vibe of the outside. Just not sure yet. All right, let's see here. So I'm thinking the best thing to do here might potentially be to just have that like that, and then every other one. Yes, that's... I most certainly looked you in the eye, dude. There is no way you're not mad at me right now. Okay. I think this might be the way to go. And we'll take a look, but I need to go over a little bit more to see. Like this. Just having that bottom one keep going. Because it does spike up. Yeah, I think that might actually be it. That's not it, though. That is not it. Yeah, okay, so let me see. Let me see. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Nice little spike. Nice little spike. I actually like that a lot. I mean, it's a little tall, but I am fond of how that's looking. So we're going to go with that. And if we need to adjust, we will, but I think that's good. I think it's definitely good. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and smelt all that stuff. I'm pretty sure I have to be in the overworld to do that. If not, I will come back. But if it's some of the shit... oh my god, I almost... If some of the stuff smelted while we're in the nether, then I can kind of get some other stuff done too. We shouldn't need an insane amount. I'll actually go ahead and make another bit of this. Yeah, it didn't. Okay, I'm going to hang out here, let this smelt. And then I'm going to go in there and I'm going to start tearing up all the trees. And then we'll come back and finish off the top of the wall. And we can also finish off with the shroom lights and everything in there. So let's get it. All right, there we are. We have torn down all the trees that I need to. I'm going to leave these couple of them just to have some difference going on in here. So, yeah, and now I have, I think, enough here for the remainder of the lights that I want to put in. So we'll do 3 here. I think that's the last window there, so that should be good enough. I had to go around actually getting more because... yeah, that wasn't it. And then we're going to have to go ahead and add ourselves... oh, are you kidding me? I'm 1 short? You got to be joking. Okay. Grab one of these ones then, right close to us. I don't have to run all the way back there. And the Endermen are going absolutely insane. Like, they're everywhere right now. So it makes me want to have a safe zone inside here where it's like 2 blocks high and it can run real quick because these dudes are running ragged in here. So yeah, we're going to have to kind of have the wall go in here too, just to make these parts look good. So what I mean by that is taking all of this. First of all, before we do that, let's go ahead, since we know what we're going to do, let's go ahead and get all of this stuff done right here. So we need these, and then that's pretty much it, but I need more of... is that going to be it? No, that's going to go all the way across, so I'll probably end up needing... oh my god. Let's just say half a stack. Half a stack of those. I'll need a bunch more of these, and probably... let's say that many of those. So yeah, let's go ahead real quick. Get this top area done. We should have enough of it, or enough of what we need here to get it done, hopefully. I might as well make this easy on myself by just go ahead. I don't know if this is actually easier. I think it's going to be. I'll just go ahead and do all of these first. And I'm going to get annoyed somewhere that this doesn't line up right. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And I'm going to stick to the back part. I'm going to stick to all the blocks here. And I wish I was on top here, but oh well. Right here might look a little weird. Let's see. Can I do this? Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't have to. Because the fences will not connect to these walls, so that's good. And we'll have to make up the difference there. So now we're up here on top of this. Let's go ahead and we'll do every other one. As we were, just like this. Yeah, it's definitely easier. So we'll do that all the way around. Every other, just skipping every other one. And hopefully it doesn't end up in a weird place, but it might. We know we won't mess it up because anywhere that they're too close, the fences are gonna connect, so it should be just fine. These little corners I wish were matching up to where we put these, but if you don't plan it perfectly like I did, then that's just gonna happen, so oh well. I'll have to have these corner pieces. So it's gonna be there. There. Like right here might look a little funny, but oh well. I'm not going to redo it. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is a little protection post. I'm adding some nice decorative stuff on top with these things here. And I'm thinking I might not have enough, which is going to be kind of sad, actually. Or maybe. No, yeah, we're actually good. We're doing every other one. All the way around. Okay, we can end it there. I think that's fine. Yeah, we'll just end it there. That's fine. Okay, cool. And we can, let's just do like this. Make it simple. Yeah, we'll do like that. Something like that. And great. Cool. I like that. I like how that looks. Not too shabby. Let me get a look on the outside here. Oh, yeah. That's nice. No, that's nice. Come on. Come on. That's really nice. I love that. You guys know the drill. Get a thumbnail. Get a thumbnail real quick. We gotta... Yeah, that's a good thumbnail right there. Something like that. I'll have to brighten that up in Photoshop, but that is a good... I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm happy with this. I would have hated to put all that effort in just to hate it and then die right there. Okay, cool. So now what we need to do is get the inside here situated. I want to... I don't have a lot of... So we're going to use these. Might as well have some use for these things. So I'm going to go ahead and use these to, like, get the around and everything. Like, they can be multiple levels. That's fine. I don't care about that. But I want it to be generally not crazy. So let's do like that for now. And what I meant here was we're going to do, let's say, this all the way over. Like so. I have to match that. Yeah, we're going to have to fiddle around a little bit with the design of this here. So this might not be the way that it ends up, but we'll see. Let's take a... And then that can end there. So, nope. Yeah, let's do like this. And I'm not going to do the spikes on the inside. That would be really dumb. And... yeah, that can actually just go like this. We're going to go... over. We'll put the fences or the stairs in later. I just want all these specific parts to look fine. So this is one block, and then yeah, this is where it was a little weird. So we'll go ahead and do this instead. Right there, so we can get one block here. And then that's going to be fine there, just like that. So that's going to be perfect. Over. All right. Beautiful. That's not too bad. And then the block we're going to throw up here, maybe we'll put some polished or something like that. What does this look like, actually, if I just do some cobbled? Not too bad, actually. We'll do that. Why not? Not too shabby. That way we can come up here if we need to, but I don't know if we're actually going to. And do something like that. There we go. Okay. And then the stairs. I have some stairs, but we're not going to have enough. We'll have to make more. So bam, bam. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said a million times. Like this. Bring that out. And that looks pretty darn good. The only thing that we really need is to potentially throw some fences in here. Like on the corner here, because it's a little... There, that's fine. What if I do that? Yeah, that's good. Okay. And hopefully this doesn't get messed up, actually. So, with the way the gate looks, I think it will be okay. Where am I gonna... I'll try to match what's going on the outside. So, go over here. And then like this. And... my cobbled. Right, I think that's right. And let's match here, so stick to that. The portal's in the way, actually. I'm gonna have to move that, which should be fine. Hopefully it doesn't, like, make another portal. It's only gonna be, I'm gonna move it over, like, 1 block. I have flint and steel on me, so I can do that now. But let's make sure that we're all good here, so... that? Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. Bring that on over. And it's going to come down right there. And there's no more, so we can actually end it there once we get rid of the portal. So let's break this real quick. Shouldn't take too long because it is efficiency 4. Very nice. The unfortunate thing is we have to break that side too. We have to break both sides. And I might... Yep, I will lose some. Huh, how is that gonna... I can lose some, and it be okay. I just take out the corners. That'll give me 8 plus 2. That's enough. Okay, I mean, I guess we can lose some. That's fine. Let me grab some more blocks and we can replace the ground. Right here, yep. We'll have to just get rid of this whole portal and move it over. Might as well move it over a good bit. Just... well, let me make sure I have enough first. That'll be... yeah, it's 4. I know I'm going to have enough here, so it doesn't really matter. But let's just make sure. See the number 10. Make the other portal before we get rid of these. Otherwise... I don't even know. What are you supposed to do? Go find a bastion? I think they have obsidian in some of those. Or a ruined portal here. Not too often I come across a ruined portal in the... let's do it here. In the Nether. Most of the time it's in the overworld. Oh. Okay. Perfect. Alright, that's good. That's fine. Well, I moved over a couple blocks, so shouldn't make another portal. Hopefully. Literally moved over like... yeah, 2 blocks. Yeah, 2 blocks. Nothing knocked me in this hole, please. I almost actually died when I was doing the tree thing. Because a piglin... I now have gold on, and he came in here and started messing me up. I barely pillared up in time. And I actually failed the first time I tried to pillar up to get away from it. So, that would have sucked. But I would have had it on flashback footage at least, right? Alright, so let's get this going. Let's do that. This is 2, so we'll do 2 over here. And that works for me. I just need, let's say 4 more stairs. And we may be done after that. Might be. Let's take a peek. Yep, the wall's done. I just need to actually fill this in right here. So it doesn't look so awkward. Yeah, that's fine. That looks good. Okay. Now, I'm happy with this. We can move our... like, we won't have anything crazy going on in here right now. We're just gonna, like, throw some storage over here, and then eventually we can put in... I don't know if I'll do a building, or if I'll do, like, a canopy or something. But we'll probably have some, like, tunnels and different things that are gonna go on here. This is gonna be our main base area for the Nether. So everything will branch out from this spot. And, yes, we have to move this. Make sure I get the... yeah, I get the... okay. I'll go ahead and put all of the stuff we got from this, and we'll just throw it right here. I can move all this stuff later. It's not a big deal. So we'll throw all the warped stuff, any nether kind of materials, we'll throw in there. And then everything else can go into the overworld. Goodness. I don't know, like, what this stuff is good for other than this, but... Oh my goodness, that's my problem. That's why I was so low when I almost died, because... There we go, we got everything. I don't have enough to pick that stuff up. Because I wasn't eating, and I already dropped a few hearts, so it took like one hit, and I had like a few hearts. I could throw everything that was for the build in here. Let's just do that, why not? I don't really need any of it right now. We'll keep those, keep that. Everything else that was used for the build we'll throw away into there. I don't need... Why is that out? Why do I have all this stuff out? Like, my inventory could be better. Okay, I'm not even using this bow. The deep slate stuff. Bam. We gotta take our stone cutter with us up top. And this can stay down here. Why not? Doesn't really matter. Always make another one. Got a lot of warped wood in here if we need it. I need to bring some torches back, I guess, to lighten this area up because it's pretty dark in this corner. But otherwise, this is a very successful wall. This is exactly what I was envisioning. I could do with some ladders on the side. Let me do that real quick. Let's take some of our wood here and make some sticks. And make some ladders. I'll do on both sides, actually, so let's do that much there. Okay. Probably too many. That's okay. We'll do this side here. And this side over here, right on the edges. Right there. Oh, perfect. So that way we can go up top if we need to. Pretty quickly. I don't really need to put anything in the middle. Let's take a peek at what's going on up here. I got plenty of these guys. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that at some point, but I do need to have a safe zone. Yeah, look at this. Oh, I'm happy with this. Can't get over to that side, so I'll probably put some slabs in here, maybe. Let me try that. See what that looks like. If I throw some slabs down to that walkway. And we'll do the tiles because it'll probably look the best, so. Let's do... I don't think we need 30 of them, but... Or 23 of them, but that's fine. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, we got to do something about having a safe area for that. So we'll do that in just a second. Bam, bam. That's going to kind of ruin the aesthetic that I had right here. So I don't know if this is really going to work. Take a peek, though. Oh, I didn't even finish that. No, that's fine, actually. No, that looks fine. We'll match that right there. Yeah, that's okay. No, that looks good. Kind of all random anyway, to be honest. Yeah, that's fine. So with this, though, we could actually do this. The way this looks. Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. And I would throw one there. But no, it's not going to look right. Okay, and then now we need some deep slate because I did not, or cobble deep slate because I didn't finish this top area. That's why we check things out, guys. That is why we check things out. Oh, okay, we're going to fill that in a little bit. And perfect. That's what I'm talking about. This is a complete beautiful wall. If we need to hop up here, we can. We're safe from any gas seeing us and falling off the edge or anything like that. We can put a gate at the front. If we need to. For now, I don't know if it's entirely necessary because really there's nothing that's going to come in here that can't come over that side. But we'll see. We'll see if we need it at some point. We'll probably need to have a protection in here for like a little base or something. As far as protection from the Enderman, we'll go ahead and make some stuff like this that I can just run into real quick. On a couple different spots here, so let's do like this. There we go. And that's probably good. I got them both there and there. And I'll throw some torches above those so I can see them a little bit easier. Let's run over to the overworld. We can put our stone cutter back and get some coal. Don't have much of it, and I'm pretty sure I saw some coal. Oh god, I gotta sleep. Oh god. Where am I? It moved me? I moved 2 blocks. What? I moved 2 blocks and it moved me like 50. I moved 2 blocks and it moved me like 100 and or 100 to 200 blocks in the overworld. What the heck's going on here? There's the old portal. I wonder if I go into the old portal. God knows where that's going to bring me. Oh my god, this is stupid. I moved 2 blocks. That's so dumb. Okay, let me go to sleep on the roof real quick. And we can grab some torches, and hopefully wherever that takes us doesn't kill us. That's more than annoying. That is, that's insane. I can't believe that. I moved 2 blocks. It shouldn't have changed at all. I hate the portal mechanics are so dumb. It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, let's get some of these. Why are you attacking me? What? Freaking idiot. Let's get some torches and see where that portal takes us. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. The entire point was to have it protect, some protection from our base portal. Now we have to go all the way over there if this doesn't link up. Which it should link up, but it shouldn't have. That's so dumb. Are you kidding? Okay. How that makes any sense. Yeah, we might need to do the gate here. Alright, well, it's going to look a little weird, but I don't really have an answer for that right now, so let's just throw in the nether bricks. Or the nether brick fence, yeah, and I don't know, a fence gate right now. Do I have some... I don't have spruce on me. Okay, well, I guess we have 2 of these. This is really stupid, but... how that's 2 blocks? It's 8 blocks in the overworld. It's not... Are you kidding me? Okay, we have 2 portals, and they both bring us here. Lovely. Is that the same one? Yeah. Okay. Can I break this? Is that gonna bring me... Hold on, let me break this. Let's see if I use the old one, if it'll bring me there. There's no reason for that. That is so stupid. Let's try it. We're gonna try it real quick. I'm gonna make sure, because I didn't even put the torches down like I wanted to. I was just testing that, and now we're gonna test again. So let me throw this back before I forget as well. Put it right in front of our little canopy here. And then we can see how annoyed we're gonna be with this whole situation. Hello, buddy. How you doing? Hello, Mr. Horse. All my cows and chickens. Chickens, I haven't really expanded you much. Let me see. Do you guys got a bunch of eggs for me to pick up? Yeah, you do. No children, no. Alright, we put that down. Let's get our butts in here and see about these torches real quick. Or the portal, I mean. And we will throw down the torches. Going in here, we're going to land on this one. Let me throw these down just in case. I don't want to have to come all the way back here. What am I doing? Let's do that. And that. And see what we're working with here. Oh, I forgot to get the frickin'... Oh. I'll be back anyway. Okay. So we'll just not use that other portal, I guess. We can leave it there. I don't really see a reason to tear it down right this second, but that is so stupid. Let me get a fence gate. Do I have any extra? I do not. Let's do that real quick. And we can put this in to keep us safe from anything running in while we hop into the thing. I didn't really think they'd be hanging out right there, but I suppose they can spawn in all those places. Those, the piglin dudes. So let's throw this. I'm assuming they could spawn in here as well. That's its own problem, I suppose. If that is an issue, we can somehow like add an extension off this wall or something like that to have this encased into a uh, a protected area directly for this, and then the rest of this area will be mostly protected once we're paying attention or not loading the game anyway. Did I go in the wrong portal? Minecraft portals are broken. Can we fix this? What is this? I don't know if I went in the wrong one, but I'm gonna go and break this. I don't need that. Okay, well, we have 2 portals we could use for something at some point, I guess, or at least the obsidian, if we need it. Not that it's hard to get. I'm so annoyed. All right, well, I think that wraps it up for this episode. I'm pretty sure we did exactly what we set ourselves out to do. Absolutely. So, appreciate everybody that enjoyed the video, watched it, and liked and subscribed. If you haven't already done that, make sure you do it. Thank you for the channel members. Will and Daniel, I appreciate it. I don't know. Let me know if you care for me to read your entire username. I don't want to invade your privacy, but Will and Daniel, appreciate you guys for the channel memberships. And anybody else, you can hit the join button down below. Of course, no pressure. There's really no benefit right now other than my appreciation and getting a little shout out in the video. But that is a thing down there if you want to support. Anyway, thank you guys. I will see you guys in the next episode or video that I post on this channel. And check out the main channel if you want different videos that I post over there as well. Okay, bye.